Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Simago. So today we are making this bubu gown with a placket. If this is what you want to learn how to make, stay tuned and enjoy. Please subscribe to my channel.
Everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Sima Gold. So we're going to be making the beautiful bubu we saw earlier before this video. So my fabric is folded into four already. One, two, three, and four, representing the front and the back. Now from the center neck, I measured down to my elbow. I have about 21 inches. So I'm going to come from this center part, the folded part, and I'm going to mark 21 inches. So this is 21 inches. I would add 1.5 inches for hemming allowance. So that gives me 22.5. So I will mark my 22.5. Then after that, I would come down by 2 inches for the slope, and I'll connect it towards this ending. After this slope, I'll come down by at least 11 inches. After coming down by 11 inches, I'll connect. I would go inward by say 3 inches or 4 inches. After doing that, I would mark it straight down to the ending part of this gown. So I have 18.5. So what I will do now is to just keep marking 18.5 straight down. So I'll connect it, and I'll just keep connecting it straight down. And I'll cut it out. Then I'll cut the shoulder slope. Now, after cutting the shoulder slope, I'm going to be marking the neck depth for the back first. So I'm going to be marking 3.5 by 1.5 for the back. Then for the front, it will be 3.5 by 3.5. So I'll mark that the front too. So the first thing I will do is to cut out for the back. Then I will take the back out. And then I would cut out what I marked for the front, which is 3.5 by 3.5. So after doing that, our dress is almost ready. I will just go ahead to weave it up first, and then we'll talk about fixing the placket. This is a fabric that freezes out, so I would prefer to weave first before I continue doing anything. Okay, so I'm done weaving around it. So the first thing I want to do is to fix my center placket. Now I have already cut 2 of these for my placket, and what I have in total for each one is 3 inches by 15.5 inches. So for the two, 3 inches by 16.5 inches. I'm going to get the middle part of this. I'll turn it to the back side first. I'll get the midpoint and I'll mark. Now I'll mark this till, like, say 6, 7 or 8 inches, and I think I want to do it to 7 inches. So this is what I have. I've marked it. So after marking these 7 inches, I would open it. I would take this and I would place it on this side, and I will sew by 1/2 inch. So this is 1/2 inch, and I will sew. So after doing that, I'll cut it out at the front and at the back. I'll come to this side too. I'll place it still on that, from that line, and I'll sew by 1/2 inch. So having done this, all I will need to do is to open up that middle point. This is the middle line here. I'm going to cut from here. I'll cut here open. But what is going to happen is, before I get to this place, like about 1/2 inch remaining, I'll cut it like this. Be careful not to cut into the fabric itself. So this is what I have. I cut straight. I came here, I cut like a triangle. So after that, I'm going to turn it to the front. I'll turn it to the front. I'll go to my ironing table and I'll give it a good press, and then come back to show us the next thing to do. Okay, so I'm done pressing it flat. What I'll do now, this is it. I would fold here in by 1/2 inch. This is what I have after ironing it flat. So I'll fold here in 1/2 inch and then fold it like this. So this is what I should have. I'll do the same thing here. So let me do this one. Let's sew together. So after ironing here flat, I folded here in and then placed it like this. So I'll sew. So this is how it is. Make sure that it's aligned and here is neat. You cover very well, and then you top stitch neatly. So this is what I have here. I would repeat the same process for here. Iron here flat, tuck here in by 1/2, fold it into 2 equal points, and sew down to that same 8 inches for now. after doing this is what I have. This is what I have. You see that they are well overlapped, but for the sake of me having what I want to have, I want it to remain very flat. I would come down by at least 2 inches and cut one. I want this to be at the upper part of it, so I'll cut this one short. When I cut it short, I would just leave this one, tuck it in and tuck here in so that they remain flat. I will just go to my sewing machine and sew them together. This is the easier way for you to work on it. After doing this, you lay it flat like this. You can use your pin to just secure it at these points so that you can work without the other parts distracting what you want to do. Then when you get to this point, if you feel that this is too long, you can still shorten it. I feel it's too long, so I want to shorten it. Then I will make sure that I tuck here in, and while I'm tucking it in, I'll be sewing it straight. Tuck here in, sew it and sew together. So let's sew together. When you get to that 8 inches, you just come like this and you can just secure. So after doing that, you can take off your pins, and then this is ready. You trim off all threads and go to the ironing table and give it a very good press so that it will be very, 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 very flat. So this is how to get your two-faced placket on this bubu as seen on the picture. So after this, now I'll go to the ironing table, I'll give it a good press, and we'll go back to the cutting table to talk about the design at the front part of this bubu gown. So having done the placket, this is what we have. I would measure from the shoulder to 39 inches. So from the shoulder, I would measure down to 39 inches straight. This is 39 inches. This is what I have. So I'll mark the 39 inches straight. So after marking the 39, I'll still come up by 3 inches. From that 39, I'll come up by 3 inches. Now I have these already cut out. This is 4.5 at the height by this wideness of the gown. So I would go to my table, I would iron it in and do the same here. Then after doing that, I'm going to sew this one from this 39 inches line straight down and straight down. I'll take this one, this place that I came up by 3 inches, I'll still repeat the same process, turn it in and sew straight down and straight down. Then after doing that, I'll take the back and I'll join it. I'll fit it by 1 inches. I'll join the shoulder and I'll fit the sides by 1 inch. After doing that, I'll come back to the cutting table. So we'll talk about the pocket and to piping the neck. So I'm done fixing the down parts. Then I've hemmed the side, the sleeve side, hemmed the down parts, and close the side seams. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to talk about where to fix the pocket. Now for this pocket, I have about 15 inches by 13 inches. So what I will do is to mark from the shoulder to 20 inches. From the shoulder to 20 inches. So this is where the 20 inches fell on. I'll do it on the other side. From the shoulder to 20 inches. This is where the 20 inches fell on. I'll turn to the back part and repeat the same thing because the pocket goes from the front to the back. So from the shoulder, I would mark 20 inches. And I'll repeat the same thing for the other side. Now, having done this, what I'll do next is to fold this cloth like this. Is to fold it like this. Connect the lines. Having connected the lines at the side seam, I will get the middle part of this pocket and I will place it from that 20 inches. Then I would hem here, turn here in and top stitch, and turn this place up, top stitch it. So I'm going to be top stitching it round. I'm going to top stitch it round on this fabric, apart from this upper part that I will be putting my hands inside. So what I will do to this upper part is just to sew here neatly. Then I will pin round and then top stitch till I get to this place. So I'm top stitching from here down to here, to here, and to here. Remember, when you're doing it, you're folding it inside. So I'll go to my sewing machine. I'm going to do that and then show us the outcome. So this is the outcome of the gown now. I've added the side pockets and then it's left for me to pipe in the neck. Round this neck is about 20 inches. I have my long stripe already. So what I'll need to do is to pipe in it. From this, I'll have to cut off this excess here. Then from this end, I'll sew it round to this other end. After doing that, I'll put my press buttons here and then fix my cover buttons at the upper part of it. Then I'll put it on and show us the final outcome of this beautiful gown. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.
So this is the outcome of the gown. Please subscribe to this channel and Have a nice time. Till next time, I remain Sima. Goodbye.